And I'd like to open it up for any questions.
What was the impact of Jane Fonda on prisoner morale? Did you know about it?
So the question is, what was the impact of Jane Fonda's visit on prisoner morale?
Well, I'll take that. Each cell had a loudspeaker in the ceiling at about the 10 or 12 foot level, and we'd get bombarded with their propaganda and stuff for maybe 6 or 7 hours a day. And they would play the Jane Fonda stuff over and over to us. And certainly, it was depressing to us. But it was depressing because we were fighting for the right for people like Fonda to express her opinion. She's not a very popular person, as you might imagine, among the POWs.
Anyone else?
Well, I remember that I was in Hanoi at the time, and we had a speaker in the cell. The experience was completely different in North Vietnam and in South Vietnam, but I remember she speaking. They had her speak through the radio, and I felt at the time and still feel that there's two issues. One, you can be against your government's policy, you can be against the war, but to go into the land of the enemy and broadcast is a completely different story. And so the effect of morale was down. And I only saw one movie while I was captured, and that was in Hanoi. They took us outside, hung a bed sheet over a clothesline, and showed movies of demonstrators in Washington, D.C., including John Kerry's testimony. And that was the only movie that I ever saw, and that was a real downer for morale.
But now, that was not the only movie he was ever told, because Wednesday nights in the Hanoi Hilton after 1970 were movie night.
And I'll pick it up from there, Alvin. We had movies, but without projectors or films or screens or anything. What we had was John McCain, a great storyteller, would come out and tell a movie, which would sometimes take longer than the actual movie was told. And then after release, I was in a motel with and had agreed to meet this friend of mine, a fellow POW, for breakfast. And he came down kind of bleary-eyed and irritated, and I asked him what the problem was. He said I couldn't sleep the night before, and he'd awakened at about 2 o'clock and turned the TV on, and there was this movie. And I said, well, why are you so upset? He said, it was nothing at all like McCain told.